Hello everyone, welcome back to Today News K Wave channel. At first, everything seemed normal. A highly anticipated music video, eye-pleasing visuals, a well-thought-out concept, and details that seemed like mere aesthetics. But the more you rewatch it, the more you feel like there's something different. It's not just the visuals or the storyline, but rather small pieces that seem to hold hidden meaning. And that's where everything starts to change. Fans start to become distracted, even to the point of being unable to stop discussing them. Some scenes that initially seemed short and simple suddenly become the center of attention. The way they stand, the direction of their gaze, the distance that feels too close or intentionally meaningful. Small details that might have been overlooked upon first viewing become the subject of extensive analysis afterward. Many say this is no coincidence. Too many details are just right at the right time, as if they were deliberately presented to convey something without having to be spoken. What's even more exciting is that some fans have begun connecting the clues in this MV to previous moments. From onstage interactions, behind-the-scenes footage, to small gestures that had previously gone viral, everything felt like puzzle pieces finally coming together. It was as if this music video wasn't just a visual masterpiece, but also a long-awaited, subtle answer. The discussion grew heated on various platforms. Some believed this was a deliberate code, while others tried to remain realistic and dismissed it as an overinterpretation. But one thing was undeniable. The more you looked, the more things felt inexplicable with the word coincidence. Even fans who were initially neutral began to get carried away, trying to figure out the true meaning behind it all. Certain scenes were even replayed over and over, zoomed in, compared, and analyzed in detail. Facial expressions that changed in a matter of seconds, hand positions that looked unusual, and even backgrounds that appeared to have certain symbols all became endless topics of discussion. It felt like solving a puzzle that, the deeper you delved, the more intriguing it became. Interestingly, it was precisely because there was no direct confirmation that all of this felt more lively. Fans are free to theorize, free to interpret, and that's what keeps this discussion going. There's a constant curiosity that drives them to explore further, as if every small detail holds a potentially greater meaning. On the other hand, there are also those who try to calm the situation by suggesting that this might just be part of the artistic concept, that not everything should be interpreted too far. But still, it's hard to ignore the many coincidences that feel too neat to be accidental. Ultimately, the question comes down to one thing. Is this really just a coincidence? Or is it a subtle way of conveying something that can't be said directly? The answer may be different for everyone. But what's clear is that this MV has managed to completely distract fans and create a wave of incredible discussion. And perhaps that's precisely where its power lies. Making everyone look closer, think deeper, and feel something more than just a casual viewing. So, after seeing all these clues, are you still convinced this is just a coincidence? And if you think about it, there's one thing that makes it all feel even more strange, yet also intriguing. Why do these details only really become apparent after repeated viewings? It's as if this MV was designed not just for a single viewing, but to be explored, studied, and slowly understood. Many fans initially didn't notice anything, but after seeing reshared clips or reading other people's theories, everything suddenly felt different. Scenes that were previously ordinary suddenly took on a nuance that was hard to explain. Some also began to notice the timing in the MV. Several moments appeared at very specific times, as if they weren't chosen randomly. The transitions between scenes seemed smooth, but upon closer inspection, they seemed to contain a certain pattern. Things like this are what led many to believe that every second of the MV had a purpose, not just visual decoration. Then another equally interesting question arises. Why were the hints so subtle? If they were really trying to convey something, why not just go straight to the point? But that's precisely what made it feel more real to many fans. Because it's not obvious, not overdone, but just enough to make those who are sensitive feel something is there. Like a message that can only be understood by those who really pay attention. Some fans have even begun comparing this MV to previous works. They're finding patterns they might not have noticed before. There are similarities in concept, there's repetition of symbols, and even moments that feel like callbacks to past events. All of this further reinforces the suspicion that nothing truly happens by chance. What's even more interesting is that the reactions of the fans themselves are part of this phenomenon. Some are immediately excited from the first watch, others take time to get it, and still others are initially skeptical but eventually become drawn in. The discussions that ensue aren't just debates, but also a forum for sharing perspectives. One person sees one thing, another sees different details, and when combined, the results become increasingly complex. Many are also beginning to feel that this MV is like a game between creator and audience. It's as if there's a hidden challenge. Who can discover the meaning behind it all? And the more people try, the more it becomes apparent that the answer isn't as simple as imagined. Some even say that perhaps there isn't a single definitive answer, only a variety of possibilities, all of which seem plausible. Amidst all this speculation, one thing is clear: the powerful impact of small details. Things that some might consider trivial can become profound when viewed from a different perspective. This shows that in a work of art, no matter how small the element, it can still have profound meaning. Some fans are also beginning to question whether this was all planned from the start or whether it evolved over time. If it was planned from the start, the level of attention to detail is truly extraordinary. But if it evolved naturally, that's precisely what makes it feel more lively and unpredictable. What's certain is that this phenomenon proves that the music video is more than just ordinary entertainment. It successfully creates a sense of curiosity that continues even after the video is finished. Many people come back not just to enjoy it, but to find something they might have missed. And with each rewatch, there's always the possibility of discovering something new. Ultimately, it may not be a matter of whether the circulating theories are right or wrong. It's not about whether this is truly confirmation or just a seemingly neat coincidence. It's more about how the viewing experience itself changes, from casual to curious, from simply observing to truly paying attention. And now, after all these clues have been discussed from various angles, one thing that's hard to avoid is a growing sense of curiosity. Because the deeper you try to understand, the more it feels like there's still something left unsaid. So, was all of this planned? Or are we just unconsciously constructing our own meaning? What do you think after seeing all the clues? Is it really a deliberate code? Or is it just a pure coincidence? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, because every theory has an interesting perspective. If you enjoy discussions like this, don't forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the latest videos about Jikook and other interesting moments. Also, turn on the notification bell so you'll be the first to know when a new video is released. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.